My wife got me 6 of these really nice big glass cases, and I can actually display everything the way that I wanted to. So I figured I'd just make another video. There's the gray prime with metal plates, light blue, normal. I'm just going to point out variants as I have them. The 3 in the box are all pre-rub, and I think 2 of the jet modes are pre-rub. Starscream is not, and then the robot modes are all rub sign, and you can see the difference in the cockpits. For Ratchet, there is cross and no cross. Wheeljack, there's the blue hood there on the right. The top blue streak does not have a gray border. I'm going to get rid of that glare. That'll work. And Canadian Slag. Triple changers. I got both different feet type, which that's kind of, the light isn't making that. Metal and plastic Springer. And the Jetfire in the box has the Macross symbol. And then for Whirl, there is the caged cockpit and regular cockpit. Metroplex, there's the leg variants, which also has rubber on the right for wheels, plastic on the left. For Cyclonus, there's blue waist and ears on the left. Scourge, there's painted and stickers. Rodimus, there are rubber wheels and plastic wheels, and if anybody has the rubber wheels, I display them with a little bit of plastic underneath so it's not actually touching the ground, because I used to have one and the wheels got damaged from sitting on the glass for too long. Plastic and metal toes for Hot Rod. Yes, I know RC is not G1, but I really like that one. So plastic and metal wheels for Cup. I don't have all the different variants because I know there's a lot, but I just went for the painted and the non-painted Magnus. That guy was a unreleased, I think he was supposed to be a BotCon along with that Galvatron. I got the red and yellow Bumblebee. There's 2 red Bumblebees because the one in the back is a Mexican variant. The plastic is a little bit lighter. I'm still missing a sealed pre-rub red Cliff Jumper. There's the bearded Warpath and regular Warpath. Devastator, there's the mix. Wow, I can't even get names. Long haul with the hole and not the hole. And then there's, both versions are metal, but there's the silver and the gold. Metal and plastic. And metal and plastic for both of those, even though you can't even really tell by looking at them. There's the Japanese version with a launcher, metal and plastic. And same for all the other Combaticons, metal and plastic. Giant Optimus Prime, along with some artwork. I don't actually have him displayed in base mode, just because he takes up so much space. All McDonald's with some sealed ones. The Universal Studios pin. Managed to get all these to match, and they all have decoys. Not decoys. Yeah, decoys. I was very happy to have these cases have nothing but Headmasters, aside from the operation combination in the back, just because I didn't know where else to put them. Since I only have them packaged, I don't have loose ones, aside from those 3 random ones that I got at some point. And those are all official. The white Headmaster, or actually they're all Japanese exclusives, but the white Headmasters were Japanese. I think they were giveaways for a department store or something. And I still have a KO set back there just because I like the box artwork. I'm not sure, I might sell it one day. Fort Max takes up almost this entire case on his own. There's actually 2 different head variants there. The one in the back is the same head as that guy. Guess I should probably show this case. This took me 19 years to actually get all these. Very happy with those. And mailaways. Those are like the actual mailaways, and these were the normal releases. They were also released as mailaways. It's 2 different Menasor heads. I don't know if they just didn't paint some of them, but I've seen a handful of both types. And that is the Japanese version of Motormaster with a launcher, which actually reminds me over here, you can't even really see, but that is the Japanese version. There's a spring in there, but oh well. Lots of Raiden. I love Raiden. I still need one more of the silver one so I can combine them and display them as Raiden. And all the extra weapons that I haven't put out with all the toys yet. Because I think I might be missing like 4 or 5 weapons, but otherwise everything is complete. All the doubles and triples, and there's even a prototype for crossblades. There's actually some molding differences, which is kind of cool. And you can't even tell by looking at them, but there's metal and plastic. I think all the robot modes are metal. The rest are plastic, and then Predaking is a mix of the two. All the different versions sealed. I am still missing a dinosaur mode for Silver Grimlock, but otherwise I have all the different package variations, all of them loose. There's the purple sea spray, and there's a sealed one back there, yep, on the left. Getting all these Micromasters in this case was fun. I thought they were not going to take up that much space. Yeah, they take up a lot of space. And then getting into G2. There's actually 2 different versions of Prime. There's the blue that I have there, and then there's the darker version, which is funny because I have it in vehicle mode. I just haven't got an extra one to display next to each other. And then a whole lot of Devastator. Battle Beasts, because in Japan they were actually part of the Transformer line. I think I'm missing at this point 1 Laser Beast and 3 normal weapons, I think. And then all the mini spies. As I bonk my head, because it's a little tight right here. And then the Japanese issue. It's funny, these are the US versions, but they weren't actually released in the US for those Power Masters. And I got the Japanese one sealed there on top. There's the black and the red rotors, and they're sealed behind each other there too. Actually I found the board, painted the board, made the chessboard myself, and then got a SCF and PVC figures. I only have 1 of each of those, but those are all Japanese exclusives. I'm still missing a carded version of him. So there's a space for it right there. And then the Japanese versions. Instructor. some prototypes. Not G1, but I always loved Viacons because when they first came out, they were the closest thing we had to G1 at the time. So there's the complete red set of Decepticons. There's the red, blue, and yellow Japanese. I think they're Super 7. And then all the normal issues. And oh, that one fell down a little bit. At some point, I might actually get a complete set of those larger ones all sealed. But for now, at least I have one of each. All the cassettes. And I tried to display them with the gold and silver weapons, if possible, or painted and not painted. And I even have both of them, silver and gold, sealed. I don't remember how I got both variants, because normally I just go for loose. Well, loose as far as variants go. Let's get the entire Piranacon case. How did I do that? Got a prototype for a Piranacon, which is cool because now I can actually have a good place to display them next to all their package variants. Right after I say I don't go for package variants, there's both sets of the limbs. It's the only watch that I have. Maybe at some point I'll get the other ones, but and I think that's it. I don't even know how I can do an overview of this room, but yeah, that'll work.